15th. So back in later April, my campaign manager is in communication with the Daily Bread Food Bank after finding out that there is a Daily Bread debate. Now, I'm, I've been a former homeless man, and I run a homeless hunger feed out for the past decade, over a couple decades, in the downtown core, where each month we go down and feed those who are homeless and hungry. And you have to just Google Kevin Clarke, homeless hunger feed out. Now, I also live in Toronto community housing, and I'm also gone through poverty. I've also gone through the rehabilitation system, which is so many people who use the food bank has gone through. And I'm also on ODSP with a degenerative back disc, a disability. So many people on disability use the food bank. I also provided so many services for seniors. I won't go and tell you who, right? All you have to do is just Google it and you will see the services we have provided in making homes better for seniors who are growing up in poverty. For over 30 to 35 years, I've advocated for the rights of all to have their needs in their time of need. I am a seven-time mayoral candidate, and I placed seventh, and ninth in the last two elections with zero media, zero invitation to debates, and in the last election I spent $0, and we still placed in the top 10. So when the election is called a seven-time mayoral candidate, who has faced Rob Ford, Michael Ford, Doug Ford, Jack Layton, Bob Ray, Dennis Mills, and I faced Deputy Prime Minister Chrystia Freeland, all from coming from a homeless man, formed the 14th registered political party in Ontario, and brokered the largest children's rights case in Canadian history, which the media will not tell you. Even traveled to Ottawa after I retired in the poorest hours of my life to advocate for children's rights in the death, torture, abuse, and murder of 7-year-old Caitlin Sampson. The media has always projected me as a perennial candidate, but placed me in the top 10 in the last two elections without the resources and the finances shows that I was not the fringe. The media promotion was the fraud because I was clearly a front-running candidate. We campaigned right through. We ran Children's Unified Friendship Pizza Parties. We have all different garden festivals, all different services we provided. And we always supply and assist those who are in need. We just distributed nearly a dozen bags of clothing to those who need clothes. But we had to put it in the clothing bin because of my health. I'm not able to get it to those, I like to go directly. I also founded the Jack Layton Homeless Memorial Summit, and that is for us to find solutions to prevent homeless death. And we also have a hunger feed out with each summit. And I'm down to where I went from 37 teeth to 11 teeth from my days of growing up in poverty, and I'm about to lose another 4 or 5. So I'm going to find myself down to 6 or 7 teeth. So my image is not an image of what they want to project, but the service I provide is that of a mayor, serving the needs of all. And all includes all creatures, great and small, the birds, the bees, the trees, and all there is to be. So the debate is scheduled from 6:30 to 8:30, and approximately 8:45, we walked through. And we went right down from the long, this is like nearly 100 meters is the length of the debate area. And we went from the start, walked all the way down the center, did not crash or rush the stage as mainstream media will try to project, as you can see here, right? And we did not target Mitzi Hunter. This was just a time, and I told my campaign manager, when we go in, we're just going to walk in, we're going to find an area, and we're going to just say our piece, right? So we walk right down the center, over 100 meters, and the majority of people there would know it's Kevin Clarke because of my reputation. So as you can see here, so now as you can see again, there's no rushing off the stage. There is Mitzi Hunter, but she was not a target. It was the media's 6 candidates who think that we should exclude the voice of the poor in finding the solutions for the poor. So how can there be no more poor if we don't include the poor? You have to wait a minute. I'm on a video. Who is it? Wait a minute, please. About 2 minutes. So let's finish here, and you can see we walked on stage. As soon as I'm there, now suddenly that security guard came and put his hands on me. Why that is assault is because the Toronto police were present. And if that security guard did not want me involved, then that security guard says, so we're asking you to leave. Nothing was done. All he did, as you can see here, was he went, as you can see there, he came. Now the moderator, as you can see, I am there. Just speaking, now suddenly. So there is the assault. Because if he wanted me to leave, he should have gone to the law enforcement officer. So, I see. And I did not go, as you can see, I did not go close to Anna Beloy. As you can see, I went to hold myself up because I have a degenerative back there, as you can see. Now look, now by him. So as you can see that there, I had to hold myself up because I can't even walk with a walking cane no more because those aiders in the community will say, oh, he's got a weapon, and try to bear false witness. And this is what you do for a democratically registered candidate for Toronto mayor who placed in the top 10 in the last two elections where neither of these individuals were in. And this is what you do so you can try and make one of these individuals mayor. Take a look. And look at that. Those are not Toronto police officers. These are private security guards from the Daily Bread. All right, now take a look. Look what happened. These are private security guards from the Daily Bread. Look, nearly break my back. These people can be called mayor. Prepared to go through. This is what they're prepared to go through. And look what happened once law enforcement comes. You have to wait a second. These are all private security guards from the Daily Bread. Take a look at that. All private hooligans, bullies from the Daily Bread. Take a look at this. This is supposed to be a debate about hunger and poor. And this is a